All right, welcome back, everybody. It's K Culture, episode 6. That's Cass. I'm Bryson. Thanks for tuning in. Where today we'll be going over StayC, one of my personal favorites. They're really high up there for me. Um, well, we just jump right into it. Cass, who's your bias? And we don't need to explain why. We'll explain why in a little bit. Who's your bias?
My bias is Yoon.
Okay, and my bias is Sion. Okay, so let's do something a little bit different today. Let's
Okay.
because there's only 6. Let's just dabble in each member just for a little bit. Okay, so why don't you start with you? You can go first with you. Um, why is she your bias? What do you like about her? And then I'll jump in and say my
Okay.
piece too.
I like Yoon because she has a wonderful voice, and she just stood out the first time in So Bad with her elegant voice and her. She's great at dancing, and I think she can. She makes me feel like she's an all rounder, so that's probably why I like her.
Mhm. Okay, so for me, I really like you. I think just not even just as a artist, but I think just watching a lot of content with Stacey Yoon, she's always energetic. She's always a bright, bubbly person,
Mhm.
and she seems super extroverted, super friendly. Um, and then you look at her, and you're kind of like, oh, she's just. And then you hear her sing, and it's wow. So I really like her, and I guess I'll preface this to say I think all 6 of them are extremely talented. But yeah, I really do like you.
Mhm.
She chef's kiss, yeah, because she can really sing, but you just kind of look at her and you kind of think she can't, or she doesn't sing that well. Okay,
Mhm.
all right. So for me, I'll talk about Cian. Um,
Mhm.
she's my bias because she shows star qualities. And I think early on you kind of mentioned to me that she was an actress or she was in some dramas and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I think like she can kind of do it all. Like she can sing, she can dance, well rounded. Her voice is so unique that when she sings, you can kind of like pick up, oh, like that's her. So that's really why I like her. And then because she can sing that background vocals and she hits all these high notes in she does kind of remind me of Wendy from Red Velvet.
Mhm.
You have anything on Cian?
Steven, I do agree on everything you said, and I do like her in songs when she sings the really, really high notes, like Butterfly or just like any other ones. Like, she has a wonderful voice and she's very pretty. And she's nice and cute. So, like, she's also, like, does a lot too. So, that's good.
Okay. So why don't we go to the next member? And I'll start. I'll start again. Let's
Okay.
talk about Jay. Let's talk about Jay. So when we first started texting about Stacy, right? First started talking about Stacy, and first started listening to them. I was kind of like, "Ooh, Jay, like I don't know about her." Um, but I have grown to enjoy her so much. I think she's very important in the group because she sits on the lower tone, like she sits in that lower
Mhm.
register. Um, I feel like she brings a really good balance to the group, and then her rapping. I mean, granted, it's not A1 level rapping, but I feel like she gets by, and it's like really good. And then it doesn't feel breathy. There's some rappers that feels breathy, but I don't think she does. And like I said, I think she just balances the group out really well. You have
Mhm.
anything?
Jay, yeah, she's been growing on me a lot. I mean, I've always liked her, but I feel like I really like her now, especially her low tone. I think it's very unique and cool, and I like that she can show both sides, like really cool, but she can do like really cute at the same time. Like, I really like that too.
Yes, yes. Okay, so we went over 3. Okay, let's talk about Isa or Isa, Isa,
Is
Isa.
I
So,
see that.
um, you want to start or you want me to start?
um, I can start.
Okay.
Okay. Well, just my sister. She loves Issa, or yeah, because she's really pretty, like really pretty,
Mm-hmm.
and she has a very like not like Yoon voice, but like a different kind of voice, which is also very unique. And but like she sounds sings really well, especially in like stereotype, like, and she's just like fits every concept in it. That's why I really like her too. Yeah.
So I think she is gorgeous. Like she is drop dead pretty, and I, like um, I can't uh I can't help but notice that. But she can also sing. Like you
Mhm.
mentioned, like she has a kind of a unique tone. There's like a smoothness to her
Mhm.
singing. Um, and I feel like she is a little underrated. I kind of forgot that G's bias was her, but
Mhm.
to me, I feel like she's underrated. Like I don't feel like I don't feel like we talk about her that much. So maybe in our between me and you, she is underrated between us. But I really
Mhm.
do like her, and I think she can dance too. Um,
Mhm.
so okay, so the next one, let's go to Sumin.
Mhm.
You want me to start, or you want to start?
How about you start this time?
Okay, I really like her voice on the in the younglove.com album. I feel like that kind of um music, though that tone of music, like that more R&B, I feel like kind of fits her a little bit more. There's something about her singing that it's smooth but yet like a little gritty. There's sometimes when she sings, and I don't know if the producer does it on purpose, but it gets a little like it's a little breathy, but it's not like like it's just like a little kind of choppy, but it's she sits in her pocket really well. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not like a music person, but I just know that it sounds really good and it's a little gritty, but yet silky at the same time. I don't know what it is, but something like draws me to her. Like even like performance wise, when you watch like when I watch performance videos or dance practice videos, for some reason I'm drawn to her, and
Mhm.
I think she's a really good dancer as well. So I kind of I just again I like her a lot too.
Mhm. I think Sumin and I would be great friends.
You think? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
honestly think so because I feel like her style is like I don't know. I just like something about her style,
Mhm, mhm,
and like just the way like I'm really glad that she's a leader because like
mhm.
she didn't I didn't know that she was a leader when I first like StayC, but like when I found out that she's a leader, I'm like, oh my god, I like her even more now. So it's like she has a great voice. I feel like she'd be a great school bestie, and like and like I don't know, and yeah, I just really like her.
Yeah, I think I could see you and her getting along very well.
Hmm.
And like you said, she is kind of swaggy. Like you watch some of her stuff, like the way
Yeah.
they dress her is like okay, like I see you. Uh,
Hmm.
okay, so the last one is Seon. Um, I can start.
Okay.
Um, I like that she can harmonize. Like they don't do a lot of harmonizing, which I kind of wish they did a little bit more of because I feel like their voices mesh so well together. But I think Seon's voice is kind of meant to harmonize. You know, like she kind of sits in their middle tone, middle register where uh, it kind of fills that middle gap. And I think because she can harmonize, I kind of wish they would use her a little bit more to harmonize, maybe with like Sealand a little bit, um, just to give it some balance and just some like very. I feel like if they do that, it would be very R&B ish. You know, like very like throwback '90s R&B. Just hit us with something spectacular. But I really like
Hmm.
her voice, and I think she pulls off the cute K-pop, you know, um, concept, and then when they do like the more serious tone of like R&B, I feel like she fits it both ways. And I wouldn't expect that from her, but like when I watch stuff, it's very much like, oh yeah, she can kind of go back and forth, and it's it's really neat to see.
Hmm. Stian, she reminds me of like a mix between the Chaeyeon sisters from
Mm,
Itzy and yeah, Chaeyeon
yeah,
and Chaeyeon.
yeah.
I don't know, cause it's just like, I mean, her face wise, she looks like both of them, like they could be sisters.
Mhm.
And then her voice is just like so heavenly, like beautiful. Like she lifts me up, and like she even matches, like her voice is sounds just like Chaeyeon, Chaeyeon and Chaeyeon. So
Yeah.
like that's who she reminds me of. That's why probably
Oh,
why I really like her too.
I didn't even recognize that. I gotta go back and look at some stuff. But
Hmm.
okay, so that's our that's our Stacy fandom right there for everybody. And I can confidently say between me and Cass, we really enjoy each member individually. And yeah, we do have a bias, but it's like all six of them are really high up on our list of idols, and uh, we both feel like they can sing very well. Like all six of them just stand out so much singing wise. So I think that's why we
Hmm.
really like them. All right, so next business, let's get on to the album, Teen Fresh. Let's start off first with our favorite songs from the album. Maybe let's just one or two, whatever you have.
Okay. Well, number one has to be Bubble.
Okay.
I think it just has to be Bubble because it's such a great concept for them. I mean, like they're so beautiful in that concept, and it's just like so mystical. That's probably why I like it so much.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I think it fits them to a T, right? Because you have for them they have two ranges, which I thoroughly enjoy both ranges from them, right? Like that K-pop, real poppy.
Hmm.
Speaking of poppy, right? Like Bubble reminds me of Poppy Teddy Bear, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just that fun, upbeat kind of song. Yeah, I really did like that. I really did like that. I do appreciate their music with that. So for me, my I think you know what song is my favorite.
yeah.
It's
Hmm.
I Wanna Do. Uh, I it's the like hands down. It's my favorite song from the album. Like Bubble and the whole album is really good. It really is good. But I Wanna Do just stings to me. They stings to me. That's what I feel, and it's so good. I love their R&B concept, and then in these types of songs, it allows all of them to shine because we can hear all their voices. So, um, for me, that's my favorite song. You want to talk about another one, or we can jump into favorite content, favorite music video. You want to do that?
Well,
Oh,
I
you have
want to
another
do
song?
is
Go.
just no. I want to do
Oh,
is just my second song. Just want to do. Yeah.
yes.
So okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Okay. Let's talk about favorite content or music video, or it like performance. Anything you want to talk about from this comeback here from the album.
From hmm. I do like the new performance videos
Hmm.
they have, like the ones when they're at that carousel or like that fair when they're dancing. They're so beautiful, and that just the background matches them so well.
Okay, so that was the Bubble performance video. You know what's
Mhm.
funny? I have that on my list. That's the one. So for me, it matches them so well that they're in Lotte World. I believe it's Lotte World. That
Yes,
they're in
Lucy
Lotte
World,
World
I think. Yeah.
and they're in front of the carousel. It's all lit up, right? And they're in their white fits. Um,
Mhm.
I was like taken aback, like, oh, this is them. It feels like summer. Like they're just dressing in white, right? Like summer thing. They're in Lotte World. It's closed down. It's to themselves, and they it looks like they're just having a great time. And I feel like that's who they are. And so I feel like that concept, like you mentioned, fits them so perfect. Um, and it was just a lot of fun. It was
Mhm.
just a lot of fun, and the choreo is really good. Um,
Mhm.
you have anything else?
Mm, I don't know. I just liked everything that they showed, pretty much.
Okay, thoughts on the comeback? You want to go? You want me to start?
Yeah, you said.
Okay, so I thought this comeback was very solid. The album itself is really good. It's I think there's a range in there that allows each member to shine. I feel like the music is written really well. Um, and like concept wise for the comeback, I like everything that they're doing. Like we just mentioned that Low Tier World video, and they just dropped the another performance video.
Mhm.
Oh my God, what was that song?
Nothing
And
like
we
you.
yes, we I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I was texting you like, oh my God, like the fits were fire. They looked great, and the even the choreo for that music video was on point. Um,
Mhm.
so I really like this comeback, and I think they did win a few of those shows. The ones where they win the trophies.
Yeah.
Um, I think they won a few.
Mhm.
And then just I guess for me, like shout out Sumin in the that gray hair. Like she looks amazing with that hair color. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I got there. What about you?
Um. Yes, I agree with everything, and I do. I love the concept, and I love the music, and just their outfits in general.
Okay, so that's our thoughts on Team Fresh. Um, okay, let's get into just our overall favorite song. I know we have I know we're gonna overlap here too. Um, but why don't you go first?
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna do the same thing I did for Itzy. I'm gonna do B-sides
Yeah,
and
of
then
course. Go ahead.
titles.
Yes. Okay,
Um
so go ahead.
so number 1 is gonna be Bubble.
Mm,
And
okay.
then number 2 is Beautiful Monster. And then number 3, let me think. So Bad. And number 4 is Poppy. And then number 5 is Stereotype. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't have a list of A sides and B sides. I will just tell you what I got here.
Okay.
The YoungLove.com album. Just the
Mhm.
whole thing. Like 24/7, Butterfly, um, Run to You, um, but the number one song is I Want You Baby. Like that's that's my jam. And on my Spotify playlist, on my repeat playlist, it's still up there, like top 10. Um, that's it's just so good, and musically, like that's the type of music I enjoy, right? That R&B
Mhm.
feel. Um, so yeah, that's number one for me, and just the whole YoungLove.com album. I think it's gotta be like top three K-pop album for me. That's just my opinion, and like, don't come for me, but that's like, it's really up there because every song is so re-listenable, and um, but yeah. Okay,
Mhm.
so why don't you list off your B sides, and then I got I got one that isn't. I know it's the A side, so
Okay. Number 1 would be Butterfly. I
you love that
love
song.
Butterfly. Number 2 would be 24/7.
Hmm.
Number 3 would be I Wanna Do.
Hmm.
Number 4 would be Love on the Beautiful Monster
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
album. And then number 5, well, it's a hard one. I would say slow down,
Mhm.
but it could also be like this too.
Ooh, yes. Like this is so good too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably like
yeah,
this then.
yeah. Okay, so I'll just for me, so bad. That was like one of the first like Stacy songs I think you sent me. And I think from there, from that point, I was like just oh I'm hooked and I listened to the song, watched the music video and stuff, right? And okay,
Mhm.
like sold. Um the beat, the sound, everything, like it just doesn't get much better than that, you know, like it's just like a material level right there. So
Mhm.
that's my one of my favorite songs. Okay, why don't we talk about our favorite content? So music video, dance performances, anything they did live, you know, what have anything or you want me to go first? I can go first on this
Mhm.
one. Okay, so a lot of mines are gonna be just live scene that they did. But the my favorite is that it's live younglove.com medley that you sent me where
Mhm.
they sang each song, and it was maybe only for like 45 seconds. You know, they couple for verse, chorus, you know, chorus, verse, chorus kind of thing. Um, but they sounded amazing, and they had the live band going. And it was just them sitting on boxes, right, and just old school. Like I'm just here to sing and nothing else, and they sounded amazing. And just overall, that's one of my favorite K-pop content to watch. Like even now, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch something for Stacy. I pull that up, you know, like that's that's how much I like it. So like, thank you for sending that to me. That's that's number one for me. What you got?
I was gonna say the exact same thing. That and then I like watching the recordings, like when they record the songs, because they
Yes,
just it makes them sound so real. That's why I love
yes,
it. Yeah.
yes. Okay, I can. I'm gonna add on to this because that was on my list. That's on my. That's like there. It's um. I when you sent me that too, you sent me I forget which one it was. It was one of the older ones.
Mhm.
Um, but I remember you sent it to me and you're like, here, watch this. Like this might be an easier way for me to learn the girls.
Mhm.
Uh, and I watched it and that I instantly fell in love with the group. And it's not them. To me, it's not them recording it. That's what surprised me or made me it's when they sit around the table where they're like practicing because somebody else is in the booth and they're kind of like rehearsing, going over their, you know, singing their lines, trying to memorize their lines, but they're singing it. And there's no real microphone that's there, right? So like it's just, I mean, maybe they have like a sound guy behind the camera or whatever, but it's not. There's no microphone. There's nothing, and they sound flat out amazing. And that in itself, I'm like, "Eesh." Like y'all have no business sounding that good with no microphone and so yes, that's like that is I will credit that those types of behind the scenes in the studio to my for me being a huge fan because I anytime that content drops I instantly watch it like that
Mhm.
day like it pops up on my you know my feed and like I watch it it's honestly one of my favorite things so
Mhm.
yeah you have something else or I
Not
mean
really, cause
yeah, me
I
too.
just.
Like, yeah, no, it's the live singing. It's the live singing for me that does
Mhm.
it. Like, and I guess just to kind of like wrap things up and um kind of conclude all of this. The whole point of like musicianship like this is that they sound so good. And I know there's other groups that can sing and they can do you know they can do these types of concepts and it's nothing new. What they're doing isn't new. They're not recreating the wheel. It's but they're doing it better than a lot of groups are doing. And I appreciate that all six of them can sing. All six of them can dance. All six of them have personalities. And even like when I watch their dance practice videos, I forget which one it is, but might be so bad or beautiful monster. One of those. They're in sleeping slippers, like house slippers. They have like the big fuzzy slippers on, and it's like pink. One's pink, and I think Yoon has one that's brown on. It's like huge, like those Mickey Mouse kind slippers that
Mhm.
when you're a kid you walk around the house with.
Mhm.
They did their dance performances in those, in the dance practices in those, and I'm just like, that is just who they are. They're unapologetically themselves, and I appreciate that so much because you have some of these other groups who are trying to be something else, or trying to follow a certain K-pop stereotype, but them, they they just want to be themselves. They know who they are, and um,
Mhm.
I can't express how much I appreciate that because it's so refreshing. And I think for teenagers, um, like yourself, like I think it helps you. Um,
Mhm.
just understanding that it's okay to not be the norm, right? Or like the norm is who you are. Like it doesn't matter what you want to do. It's okay, And I think
Mhm.
they bring that to the forefront with their music and just the way they are all the time. You have any final thoughts?
Um, yes, I agree with everything, and yeah, they've really helped me in a way. Like they they make me realize like I don't want to be like everyone else. I want to
Mhm,
be different, and because they're just they're one of the reasons why loved I joined K-pop,
mhm,
and I'm really grateful for them, and
mhm,
I hope to like always stay with them
mhm,
t- until um until they disband or like whatever happens in the
mhm,
future.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, see, I mean, just for me too. Just I appreciate their music so much, and um, it really does put a smile on my face every time I can listen to them. Um,
Mhm.
and when it's on shuffle, my Spotify playlist is on shuffle, and it comes up, I'm like, all right, it's gonna be a good day, you know. So yeah, in that aspect, I know I feel like they're not gonna watch this, but Stacey, if this ever gets to you, we thank you for putting out great music, and thank you for being unapologetically yourself, and keep up the great work fighting. Uh, and that's it for. Oh, actually, one more thing.
Mhm.
I signed up to. Uh, I signed up for their group thing. I don't know what it
Oh,
was for
their
concert
group.
tickets.
Oh, bro, you did.
I'm gonna try. October, I think it's 29th in LA. I don't think they announced where it is yet, but I
Uh
I just signed up for it a couple days
huh.
ago, and
Oh my god.
I am gonna try and go. I really want to go. And I talked to my cousin on my dad's side about, hey, maybe if you want to go, let's go. But yeah, that's that. So stay tuned. I'll have an update. See if I can get tickets. Uh, but that means also we gotta buy I gotta buy a light stick, right? They have a
Mhm.
they do have a light stick,
Yeah,
right?
they do.
They do. I'm gonna have to look
Mhm.
into that too. But that's all I got. Thank you again, everybody, for listening. Since you're here, subscribe, like the video, leave us a comment. Maybe if you feel the way we feel, leave a comment thanking Stacy too. We love their music, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Thanks, Cass. See you next time. Thanks, everybody.